Ukraine. Did you see the boat go down?
Slava Ukraine. Apparently, they've only got like one more of those operational in the world.
That's so. One of the issues that Russia's been having in this Ukraine war, this is me talking to the audience. I know Kyle knows this, is the supply lines. They're having a hard time getting their own soldiers food, gasoline, diesel, whatever. So they took over a port. And then I saw the news reports on it. The Russians are so happy and proud. Like, now that we own this port, the supply line, we're about to start pouring in fresh soldiers, fresh food, fresh ammunition. I made that part up. We have this supply line and everything is going to be better now. Well, the Ukrainians disagreed and they sank a Russian ship. And the nature of the ship is it delivered like food and supplies. That was part. And then they damaged 2 other ships that had to leave the port and hightail it out to safer waters.
Scroll down just a little bit, Zach, and there's a video of it.
Thank you.
Yeah, seeing that. Maybe don't do that though. Make it little so it's, yeah, a little bit. That feels safe.
Can you mute it too, Zach?
Yeah.
In any case, that I swear I've seen a different video. Maybe this is the part I saw. I'm not sure. I remember it being a different angle. But in any case, yeah. One boat apparently is sunk. I'm calling it a boat. I think I should be calling it a ship. And 2 more were damaged, and they had to hightail it out to safer waters.
Yeah.
And it looked like a big Ukrainian victory.
Yeah, I don't know about the strategic value of these, but the guy I was listening to said that they've got like 4 of these total, and like one of them is on the other side of the world, and the other's like being repaired, and this one just went down. So now they've got one of them essentially for the task of landing supplies or something. I don't know what's special about this, but maybe that's a crane right there in the front of the ship. Is that a big crane that like meant to like?
I can't even tell if that's on the ship or on the land behind it.
I'm just gonna imagine that's a crane that reaches down into the belly of the ship, and there's tons of stuff like inside it in the cargo hold.
But if I told you that wasn't on the ship, it was the port, would you be like, "Oh, I see how that's true"?
I would absolutely be willing to believe that. It could be some force perspective thing. I don't know. I can't tell too much. In any case, another victory for the Ukrainians. I keep hearing about them making like counter movements and encircling Russian positions.
They took a city back? A suburb of a city back or something like that. They made it seem important.
It seems like they're pushing Russians out of places at times. And like, I've just seen so many of those drone strikes. The coolest thing I've seen, the most effective maybe, they get those drones up with the thermal, and they're at altitude, and now they can see all of the Russian stuff. So they're able to, like, with some sort of advanced, probably simpler than you would think, system, radio back to artillery positions, the big artillery positions that have like 20-mile ranges, 40-mile ranges. I don't fucking know. And just dial those positions in. So from thermal, you just see like a bunch of Russians hiding in the woods, like individuals, and they're just like boom, 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 and it's like 6 artillery pieces, like miles and miles away.
So the drone just gets intelligence, and the Ukraine army has
it's the eye in the sky being like little to the left, little to the right, but I think what it really is, it's probably like lasing the position and getting the exact coordinates, and then sending those coordinates back to the artillery positions.
The term for that, Kyle, you always know it. Is it combined forces or something?
Combined arms is kind of the idea of like all your pieces of working together in that way, so that your guys on the ground are lasing targets for the planes in the air, and the choppers are killing tanks so that your tanks don't have to, and your tanks are machine gunning away the light resistance and not even having to deal with everything working together. It's really about the communication between one or the other. It's because it's like chess, right? Like if you could have your rook anywhere you wanted, you would always win. And it seems like the Russians aren't good at calling in their pieces where anytime they need them at all. Their communication seems awful.
I would guess Russia would be a whole lot better if they were attacked than if they were doing the attacking. If it was in Moscow and they knew the streets and they
are we going to find out? Here's what I'm curious about.
I'm listening.
Why haven't the Ukrainians struck into Russian territory?
They're on the defensive.
But they could easily do something. Like this isn't medieval times or something. Like if they want to get into Russia, they can get into Russia.
So my knee-jerk reaction is bad move. You've got a lot of Russians who are not really on board, who wish there was no war. you go to Moscow and just damage a famous building, then they might react like
I was gonna blow up a refinery.
I actually I picked something that was intentionally not a big deal. All you've done is you've taken one of those onion buildings and knocked the top off, right?
Oh, that's the biggest of deals.
They would hate that.
Oh,
okay.
No, we just shove a dick up the Statue of Liberty's ass. Be chill about it.
You're right. I don't care for it.
I'm kind of into it. You do.
You're gonna have some fucking proud to be a Russian motherfucker.
So do they pull the skirt up?
Knock one of those. Ice cream buildings down.
I can't think of a thing where you don't kill a lot of civilians or something.
I would hit a strategic target. I would want to hit like fuel depots or railroads or something like that. Like I would want guys like behind enemy lines, like putting thermite charges on railroads every fucking.
That's a perfect one, right? It's a strategic thing, but it's mostly property damage. The Russians don't have to get wildly upset about it, right? Like if I learned that someone damaged America's railroads and there were 0 deaths and tens of thousands of dollars repairs, I'd be like, okay, I don't know if we want to go bonkers over.
Someone should be doing that right now. I can't imagine. Sure. Like you can easily find the recipe for thermite online. You can.
If your goal is to get the Russians to stop attacking you, is the move to attack Russia?
No.
Yeah, I don't think that's like telling a rape victim that she needs to stop resisting so much. I feel like
I don't think so at all.
I think it was a good question because you both had different answers.
Yeah. I think what you don't want to do is provide some evidence that you're some sort of terror force that's looking for civilian targets. But I think specifically taking out something like a fuel depot or supply or railroads, that the railroads that tanks are coming in on.